Hey, this is John Young with the Weekend Handyman. Today we're looking at a portable air conditioning system here from Friedrich. This is the ZHP14DA. Basically, this is a dual tube portable air conditioner that is designed for cooling a room and heating a room. It's got a heat pump built into it. And right now it is on cooling because it is summer here in Minnesota. I wanted to show you a few things. First off, one question that comes up a lot before we talk specs is how loud. When I start talking, it jumps up near 70 decibels. When I stop, it's about 64 decibels within 2 or 3 inches of the unit. Second is how much wattage it takes. Right now it is taking a little over 1300 watts of power to blow cool air. You've got the little louvers in the front here that open up and allow us to blow air out, and there's the controls at the top that would allow us to make it so it swings back and forth. Now this particular unit on cooling will do 14,000 BTU, so it's going to be able to cool off a pretty good sized room. In the heating mode, it'll give us about 10,000, a little over 10,000 BTU of heating. The unit itself, again, has 2 tubes. We have our air exhaust tube, which is warmer, not hot, but it's warmer, and then our air intake. So it's going to pull air in from outside, run it through, cool, send the cold this way, and then it's going to send the hot, warm air back outside, out our window kit right there. And you'll see on my window kit, this particular gherkin window had too deep of a little lip down here. So I ended up having to put a piece of foam in there, similar to this. And I put a little foam strip on the top to help seal it up. The other part that I want to do is I want to take this foam that I just had and make 2 loops and hot glue it so I can make foam kind of collars to go around and just kind of help cover those areas up. Other than that, I've got it pretty much sealed up, but I need to do that yet. That little tube you're seeing right there, this particular unit has a pump in it. So when you're in heating mode or in dehumidifying mode, it will fill its little reservoir tank, and it's got a pump, and it will pump the liquid out, pump the water out. And in this case, it'll go outside, out to the window, right. You can't really see it, but it would go down in there and fall down, and it would go out on the vinyl, a little kind of apron of the window. You can also run that into a drain if you have one, but I'm in a bedroom right now. So we picked this unit up because this is my son who's home from college. This is his room, and he works from home also during the summer. So he had 3 computers going in here, 3 computers, and I think he had 3 monitors. 2 monitors, one being a 42-inch monitor for sure. Before we got this, the house AC, the central air, could not keep this room under 80 degrees. It would be somewhere in that low 80s to mid 80s, dry but warm. So we added this to the room, and it's about almost a 90-degree day out there. And just in this example, I turned the AC down to 70 for this video, and it's already got the room down to 70 degrees in less than 5 minutes. So this is a substantial unit that's going to be able to cool. You can see, we're somewhere between 70 and 71 right now in this room. But it's a substantial unit that will be able to cool a space. And because it has the 2 lines, the air intake and the air out, it can be used to keep part of a house cooler without a 1-tube system. If you just had the air out going, it would be putting the warm air out, but it would be sucking air in from the house itself, which means it's going to be pulling that air from somewhere else, i.e. it's got to come in from somewhere else, and that usually is around doors and windows. So you really lose your cooling efficiency that way. So once I get these little foam pieces made, so you'll have basically a piece of foam around those 2 collars. Assembly, it goes together very well. The tubes click in, those click in, you adjust. There's a little adjustment right there for your window. It can work on sliders, it can work on double hung as we have right here. And once it's there, you've got an AC unit that's going to keep a very large room nice and comfortable on a very hot, humid day. We'll put a link in the description below so you can go check this out. But again, this is from Friedrich. This is the ZHP14DA. There's also a 12DA out there that is a cooling only one. Because this one's about, I want to say, I'm not sure if I have I want to say this is about 80 pounds roughly. It's a heavy unit. And of course the 12 is a little bit smaller. It doesn't have the heat capability, but it will be a little bit easier for a person to move around if you want to have that. Once again, links in the description below. This is John Young with the Weekend Handyman. Thank you for watching.
For more tips and how-to videos, go to weekendhandyman.com.